I see.
What's this? Oh, how long it's been since I've tasted meat. Dear, am I allowed to eat meat on such a day?
Old Man Monsu gave us some meat last night, didn't he? Today is a good day to partake in meat.
Ah, you're right. Old Man Monsu. How could I forget? I've been sick from a young age. Don't mind me. Dear, where are the greens?
I strongly caution against venturing into the forest anytime soon, even if it's you, old man.
Huh? Fine, fine. Then I'll head to Bambawi Falls. We've more mouths to feed, so I'm gonna catch some fish.
Dear, will you also have time to feed her? Our dear body?
You're right. I don't suppose I will. Can you young'uns lend me a hand with fishing instead? The deity of Tebek has blessed us with good fish. My fishing spot is the best, so make sure you claim it quick.
Go help them out, Traveler. I'll go on ahead and get that spot. But did you mark your spot, old man?
What's that? I did, in my mind. So only those pure of heart can see it.
In my youth, old man Pitikong Duk was quite scary. He's aged a bit and actually learned how to smile. wasn't that a bit suspicious back there? What'd she say again? Body. Wasn't Body the name of that, Mudong Wraith? Wonder what they meant. Oh, right. You're from across the sea, traveler. So you've got no inkling of who the old lady is, do you? Old Lady Bitagongdok is the Mudong of Donghae Province. She may seem stern and scary, but inside she's the kindest person you'll ever know, unfortunately. Well, why don't we head back now?
My son! Why did you leave me? He relinquished his position beneath the Hyungam to take care of his dear mother. Such a good boy. That hag had a daughter, so she should know better. She should know what it's like to lose a child. If you can understand how I feel, please, I beg of you, let my son rest in peace.
If you are truly a gifted Mudong, come resurrect my dear husband! A mother bears the sins of her child! Save my poor husband! He was a good man. He even rejected the lands offered by the Hyungam himself! Or at least, offer him your aid! Allow him to rest in peace in the afterlife! Please!
If this is how it's gonna be, we should just burn this forest to the ground! My brother was possessed by one of these demon spawn and died! It's that old crone's fault! She birthed that demon spawn!
Who birthed the demon spawn? What kind of rubbish is that?
My brother said he was late on what he owed the Hyungam. So he rushed into the forest earlier today. Then, he returned a walking corpse. Shouldn't we just burn the whole forest down? Or help my brother! At least send him off to the afterlife to be at peace.
Everyone, let's all calm down. Did we forget who this old lady is? All of us who've dwelled in Donghae Province have relied on and trusted her for a long time. Let's show a bit of faith in the old lady, that she will help release this man from Mudong Body's grasp.
I'm famished. Go set the table.
Famished? How can you speak of eating? Old lady, what was it the villagers mentioned just now? You have a daughter? The Mudong Wraith is your daughter? And not a person, but a demon spawn nonetheless?
Body is indeed my daughter. We found her abandoned beneath a bridge. It had been a while since the old man and I had ventured out to Nampo. We filled our bellies with sweets, as we did when we were young. We traveled along the Uldul Strait and reached the Blue Bridge near the Changsan Institute, when we found a young serpent squirming in the salty sea waters. And yet my eyes, blessed by the Dongsan god, could see that she was no ordinary serpent. I bathed the poor creature in one of my saucepots. And lo and behold, it shed its skin, becoming human.
So pretty, aren't you? Our dear, dear child. Your name will be Bari. Yes, Bari.
I believed she was a gift from the Dongsan god. And so, Body grew at an alarming pace, much quicker than the other village children. We were eating breakfast as usual when, out of the blue, she told us she knew that we weren't her true parents.
I can still remember that day, so fresh in my mind. I clung to the dress of my child, so determined to leave, weeping.
I wasn't sure from when exactly she knew, but in light of her spectacular birth, I suppose we both knew this day would come, sooner or later. She apparently left for the Dragon Palace, claiming she had to find the Water of Life to save an ailing Lord Bonghuang.
Water of Life? I swear I've heard that name before.
It must have been a heavenly decree. I didn't press her, but I never thought I'd have to let go of her so soon. What an extraordinary child she was. The softest touch of her delicate hands could even revive the dead. See those over there? They were all planted by Body.
She was such a caring child, never shied away from helping those in need. Injured animals, frail plants, you name it. And when we visited the bustling market full of savory sights, despite her hungering eyes, she didn't cause a bit of trouble. There was even a point where I fretted over who she should wed.
She planted those to keep us company, even after she was gone. Have a bite. They're packed with flavor.
Packed with flavor.
That I'm uncertain of. I truly cannot remember. Once my senses returned to me, I realized it had been quite some time since Badi had left us. The Dongsan tree we had planted for her had grown quite a bit in size, haunted by a Mudong wraith that was clearly Badi herself.
Huh? What's that mean? Neither of you can remember a thing? That's odd, for sure. Could your memories have been erased? How else do you explain just having a hole in your otherwise clear memories?
Our dear Body, she forgot us as well, and her umbral energies have grown rather overwhelming. It's only a matter of time until Bari's Dongsan tree devours the old lady's Dongsan tree. And you won't prevail in a contest of might against our daughter.
Indeed. The old lady couldn't bear to let any harm befall her daughter. I won't stand for it. Before it's too late, we must recover those forgotten memories. She said she was heading to the Dragon Palace to offer the Water of Life to the slumbering Lord Bonghuang. Let's head to the marketplace, traveler. The Shell folk may know something about this matter.
What's that? Water of life. What's with everyone asking about that lately, Turt? Body. Oh, that body! Yeah! She's a Turton regular here. She purchased a turd full of paintings for her parents, whose old legs couldn't handle the journey here themselves, Turt.
Sounds like the Bali we know, all right. Did she ask you anything about the water of life?
Bari was so kind, totally worthy of returning to Mount Ashi. So I sent her to Angler's Point to see Mr. Turt.
They call me Mr. Turt, 'cause talking so slow makes recovering the water of life. Turt. To be burdened with that heavenly decree when her own birth defied the very laws of the heavens, Turt. Could it be the will of the heavens, Turt? Seeking to absolve that child of her sins.
A being whose birth defies the very laws of the heavens? Sounds like she's more than just some ordinary person.
I escorted her to and from the Dragon Palace myself. Turt. Body passed the Dragon King's trial and took the water of life.
I gotta say, I'm kind of thrown off by your approach to storytelling. Well then, what happened to Bali afterwards?
This tactic was totally intentional. It's called stalling, Turt. I've got a request of you. If you want me to tell the rest...
I see why you're so revered now, oh wise Mr. Turt. Well played. What do you demand? My liver's not worth the salt you'll put on it.
Yeah, they always mention the liver, Turt. Nope, there's something else I require. It's spawning season, and fish are most bountiful, Turt. If you'd bring some abalone and a few crunchy sea coral... it's spawning season. Maybe it's because she was born a serpent, but Body was quite adept at climbing trees to help people. Maybe it's because she was born a serpent, but Body was quite adept at swimming to... I knew Body wouldn't immediately head to Mount Ashi with the water of life, where Lord Bonghuang lay in slumber. Turt, Body loved her parents and wished to bid them a final farewell.
How do you know about that, old Mr. Turt? Sounds like you were peeping on her.
There was no peeping, Turt. She forgot some important flowers. Blood soddy, flesh soddy, bone soddy, and breath soddy flowers, to be exact. The water of... However, diluting it with the soddy flowers would do, but Body forgot and left them behind. It was totally beyond me, for when I arrived at the Bidi Gongdok's abode, it was ablaze. Some serpent had drenched itself and was tightly wrapped around the old couple. Turt, how could I just stand idly by? On the honor of the Dragon Palace, I rushed to extinguish the flames and confront that strange serpent, Turt. Yes, the serpent! But then, when it opened its mouth, swear on my shell, it said, "Mr. Turt, it is me, Body. Mr. Turt, I've only a little time left. Please, save my mother and father," is what she said, Turt.
But Body went back to her serpent form? How? And then? What happened after?
I've no idea how, but she was suffering from severe burns, and even in her serpent form, it was clear she was dying, Turt. Her last words were a plea for her old folks' lives. But by the time she closed her eyes, it was too late. I still had the soddy flowers for Body, Turt, and chose to honor her last wish.
Aha! So that's why they can't remember that bit. Then, what is a Mudong Wraith doing roaming around the land of the living?
Shell if I know, Turt. I simply buried the serpentine form of Body beneath the tiny dongsan tree gifted to her by the old lady. To have returned as a Mudong Wraith likely means she still had the debt of sins left unpaid from a previous life. Indeed, Body was so kind, and she obtained the water of life as well. Yet, to become a Mudong Wraith only cements the severity of her sins, Turt.
Body was able to summon servile wraiths as well. You don't think, while living, Body cursed someone?
This too I know shell about, Turt. But heed my words. Speak ill of none, cause harm to none. While I was waiting for the soddy flowers to revive the Bidi Gongdoks, a lone man passed by.
Aha! They say the criminal always returns to the scene of the crime. You're sure of what you saw?
I swear it, Turt! I saw him with my own two eyes. He paid no mind to the old folks and went right on ransacking the entire home. I was scared and, slow, but I swear it was a woodcutter, Turt.
A woodcutter, was it? That's the livelihood of dozens of families in these parts. We've waited long enough. Let's head to the marketplace. We need to find the culprit some way, somehow.
Oh, and one other thing I do recall is pine. The scent of pine sap, Turt. Oh!
Aren't you those folks who came here earlier, Turt? What can I, Turt, tell you? I'm not a tour guide, Turt.
I wish I could help you, truly, but I only deal in furniture, and anything on woodcutters is a trade secret, so...
Anyone wielding an axe in these parts is a woodcutter, no? Oh no! Where did it go? I swear...
My cookbop is just as... My, you must have been hungry. Would you like some kimchi to take home? I know Maksun's cookbop is our main sell. My cookbop is just as good as Maksun's. Come on in and try a bowl.
You think I'll... Hey, wait your turn. Please decide what you'll buy or sell beforehand.
Aren't you those folks who... There's only one woodcutter I know of, Turd. The paintings Bari purchased were always sent to the same place. She had them sent to Solgaji Forest. Never went there herself, though, Turd. When I asked who she knew there, she would just laugh bitterly. It's not about moving the brush quickly.
I wish I could help you, truly. But there are quite a few woodcutters who deal with pine. However, I'd say the most famous are found at Solgaji Forest. Though I've never met the woodcutters there face to face, they would always send someone else with the materials. Not sure why. Take a look around.
Anyone wielding an axe in these parts is a woodcutters are just folks with axes who chop trees, no? And our woodcutters dare not go near the Dongsan tree in Bari Forest. They fear losing favor with the village's Dongsan god. I'm just a kid and even I know that.
Upsetting the natural order. Stupid fool. If I had just known my place, I would have never lost her.
Hey there. Excuse me, Mr. Woodcutter, sir? Any chance you know Patty? Adopted daughter of the Pirikong Ducks?
The taxman's come to collect.
Excuse me, do you know anything about the current state of Bali Forest?
There's probably not a father in the world as cowardly as me. Why the king of the netherworld hasn't ended my miserable life yet, I have no idea. Every day I live, every breath I breathe is wrought with pain. Is this what they mean by divine punishment?
What? You're Patty's real father? Spill the beans, old man. Tell us everything.
Long ago, when Lord Bong Huang lay slumbering on Mount Ashi, I traveled there, hoping to find some rare lumber to better my fortunes. And yet Mount Ashi was unlike any ordinary mountain I knew of. I lost track of time there, unable to tell whether it was night or day. And so, I wandered the mountain until I stumbled upon a lone maiden. She wasn't a normal being like me, but a celestial maiden of Lord Bonghuang named Ogu.
Don't tell me. Was it love at first sight? Was that why Mr. Turd claimed it went against the laws of the heavens?
In time, Maiden Ogu gave birth to a serpent, the predator and mortal enemy of all birds. To dare birth a serpent where Lord Bonghuang lay in slumber? My beloved Ogu, now stripped of her celestial winged garments, and exiled from Mount Ashi, began to wither away. So I took my child, no, that serpent, and tossed it as hard as I could over the falls. Can't you see? The serpent was killing her own mother with its very existence. And with that, I caused the first death of my own child.
Yeah, you could have kept living your fairy tale life with your wife. Speaking of, whatever happened to Bodhi's celestial maiden of a mother anyway?
She died. Like a fish out of water, the energies of our world proved fatal to her. To revive her, I required the water of life. I snuck a peek at the journal my wife kept, only to discover that she knew Bodhi was still alive. My wife also knew that once the child became an adult, she would receive a revelation to bring the waters of life to Mount Ashi. Burn down? I did steal the water of life, but I did not set her place ablaze. That wasn't me. I swear, stealing the water of life from her was basically killing her a second time. Why would I ever burn down her home?
Judging from the look on your face, you seem to be telling the truth. Still, you acquired the water of life. Why didn't you save the celestial maiden?
By the time I returned with the water of life, it was already too late. An ominous axe stood where my wife had lain. The moment I seized it, I was awakened to the will of the celestial maidens. Their divine punishment placed upon me was to murder my own offspring once more. I've heard that Bodhi has become the Mudan Wraith, serving the dead Dangsan tree. Pour the tears of the Jirang maiden, found from tilling these grounds, onto the axe I gave you, and use it to chop the tree down. Please, have mercy on me just this once. I cannot bear to take the life of my child a third time.
Why do we get saddled with your bad karma? So this water of life, how did people even hear about it?
You see, I spread the rumors myself. I sought to impede her in completing her task.
I can't believe what I'm hearing right now. Forget Father of the Year. You don't even qualify as a father!
I gave the water of life to old lady Huacheng of Udur Strait. All I wanted to do was to save my wife.
It must have been the will of the Dragon King to take my son away. The water of life. I've sent it back to where it belongs. For even that cannot bring back those who've already become ghosts.
Is there really no other way than to chop down that tree? Old Lady Bitagongduk, she doesn't deserve this pain.
Do you know how Mudong wraiths come to be? They're born from the karma of bringing curses upon others in their lifetime, especially those with a lifetime ahead of them. Now tethered to this world as servile wraiths, even after death. Can you fathom how great of a sin that is? I don't know the reason for her actions, but it's a grave matter regardless. Who will placate the begrudged souls who lost their lives? However, I will still send a prayer to the Dragon King. Go prepare an offering.
Really? Goodness, thank you so much. Allow me to pray with you. The more voices, the better.
I am helping you because I know that child. I am helping. Heed our prayers, O Dragon King. His response came swiftly. Please, give me a moment.
But when in the world would Badi have cursed someone? And who would ever want to set her house on fire?
I've received an answer. Do you know of the Sadi flowers?
Sadi flowers? Mr. Turt said something about them at Angler's Point. Badi found them in the Dragon Palace, along with the Water of Life, but forgot to take them with her.
Blood Sadi, flesh Sadi, breath Sadi, and bone Sadi flowers.
Huh? From the names, those flowers definitely aren't of this world. All we need are seeds? Do we need to make them bloom?
No. These flowers cannot bloom in this world. The Dragon King said the shortage of flowers in the palace created a desperate need for seeds. The seeds were sown by the celestial maidens who followed Bonghuang into this world.
You're back! Turts! You're back! The Dragon Palace is in chaos too. You're back! I have no idea why. You're back! The Dragon Palace is in chaos. You're back! I have no idea why those maidens would bring over seeds that can't even bloom here. Here's the water of life as promised. Though, this alone won't bring her back to life, Turts. But, if you sprinkle it over the dead Dongsan tree body worships, we can totally revive her soul. Though, unfortunately, those body held dearest to her heart during her lifetime will forget of her existence. Turds.
You mean that the Birigongdok couple will forget Body? But they love Body so much.
Well, that too is the will of the heavens.
So now we have two choices. The axe or the water of life. What should we do? Well, for now, let's go back. I'll go ahead and tell them what we know.
Turtaloo! See you again!
My wife.
I heard from Dulce. I suppose that it is time to let her go. My energy depletes by the day, while her umbral energy grows stronger and seeps deep into the forest. If this continues, this forest will become a forest of death, where not even the smallest of creatures can survive. I can no longer stand by and watch body sins amass. We must bring this to an end. The choice I will leave in your hands, for even if I lose my memories of body, I will follow the will of the heavens.
If we don't get it right the first time, we might end up as her servile wraiths. You want me to do it? Fine.
You dare mutilate my Tongsan god! A terrible curse upon any who commit such deeds! You dare mutilate my Tongsan god!
Sure.
There will be no place in this forest where my curse will not reach!
No! No!
Rise! Rise again as my servile race! 파리숲에 내 흉살이 닿지 않는 곳은 없으니! 태어나라! 나의 사육귀로 다시 태어나라!
No! No!
My bell! The bell my mother gave me. Mother, you came to save me!
I thought I was gonna die right on the spot. Chills that shudder down my spine with every... This tragedy has come to an end, and yet my heart still feels heavy. Make sure not to skip...
I no longer sense Body's presence. Did she say anything before she departed? You need not lie to me. I must bear the sin of failing to protect her. So, tell me what really happened. Even if it pains me, I must...
Mudong Body, this pain is not yours, but rather the pain that burdens the heart of old Lady Pidigongo. Please, come to your senses before your mother succumbs to her heavy heart. And guide the poor souls who died without being able to live out their lives. I'm sorry, old lady. There was no other way.
I see. Would you mind leaving me now? Though I'm not sure my voice will reach the ears of the Dongsan God, today I will cry. And tomorrow, I will rise as the Mudong of Body Forest once more. So head off now, and don't you fret any longer.
Of course. And there will surely be a way for Body to atone, since she did a lot of good deeds in her previous life. Make sure not to skip any meals, okay? But we still have some questions left unanswered. Who set the house on fire? And what made Body bring curses upon these people? When you were looking for the woodcutter, I went looking for clues as well. From the families of those who'd lost loved ones to the Mudong Wraith. Well, whether in Nampo, Dalbo, or somewhere else, it seems all the victims got on the wrong side of the Hungam or Yungam. Then I met an old man who lost his son to the Mudong Wraith. Though the mental acuity of a man his age is questionable. According to him, his son was in the military before he died, and had been tasked with finding the water of life. You know what that son did during his search? I asked around, and apparently he searched the Beauty Gongdok's house while they were out. While smashing through the clay Jangdok to find any traces of the water of life, he came across some serpent skin. And when they brought it to his lordship, Body followed them all the way to the Donghae office. She exchanged a few words with the Sato, then silently slunk off and disappeared. I heard his lordship couldn't keep the smirk off his face. Then one day, Body, who'd been nowhere to be seen, appeared at the Donghae office, screaming her head off while ransacking the place. When she found the serpent skin, she lit it on fire, and, you won't believe this, she transformed into a snake! No, a serpent! That serpent skin turned out to be her lifeline. The officials had stolen her lifeline, so Body had no choice but to follow them. There's no doubt that they'd been blackmailing her with the skin. Maybe that's why she had no other option than to curse them. But any witnesses are dead and gone. Oh, if she were to curse someone, she would have needed the Dongsan God for the ritual, right? The closer you are to someone, the easier it is to be blinded to their real intentions. Let's head to the dead Dongsan tree. Find something? You did! I knew it. My intuition is never wrong. What is this? A will? It seems to have been written by Body? Did you find something?
I have committed many sins and intend to depart from this world. No matter how important my life is, how could I bring curses upon my parents who raised me with their whole heart? Please, leave this disgraceful daughter who took her own life in the past.
See, I was right. Something sinister was going on. Exactly. This is too heavy of a case to assume the worst without proof. We'll get to the bottom of this. But first, we need to clear our heads. Let's go back to the marketplace. What do you mean, why? A hard day calls for a stiff drink. Hmm? What?
Who do you think you're talking to? I'm the Honorable Chue. Did you say the best way? Cease your foolishness, or I'll drag you through the mud. A luxurious home? You talk the talk, but do you walk the...
Making a profit off living in extravagance. Life is good. If your eyes are shopping, your eyes can pay. Someone bring me a rice paddle. I'll pop 'em right out.